And Ricky, I was curious. I know you missed the beginning of training camp, and I was just wondering how you're feeling physically and how that might have impacted some of the things that you were able to learn about Andy Reid's offense early on.
Feel good, even though I was out a couple of days, I was still in meetings, still just learning, watching film. So I don't feel like I got behind. I was just trying to, get back healthy and get back out there.
Let's go to Harold Kuntz. Go ahead, Harold.
Hey, Ricky, working under a guy like Travis Kelce, what have you tried to take it from him, learn from him throughout this training camp process?
His flow for the game, how he knows the whole playbook and how he can get other people open just by, him being out there. And that's a big thing. This offense is not just based on one player, and Trav knows how to, if the routes coming to him or away from him, he can do things to just, open up that window for another player, pick a guy or, and I just take that from him. He's a smooth player. You can never really just get your full hands on him. And I just try to, look at my game and try to take some of his game from him and put it in mine. And so, I mean, he's a great player. He's a great teammate, a big leader, helps us out any way he can. And that's all you can ask from him, just come in every day and he gives his 110% just like we are.
Danny Welniak. Go ahead, Danny.
Hey, Ricky. Hope all is well. Two-part question, kind of elaborating on that. What's it been like working with Patrick Mahomes and in this Legion of Zoom offense? And then also, how tough has it been to not have preseason games during this offseason and training camp period? Or have you actually kind of liked that?
To answer your first part, I love being here and working with Pat. He's a brilliant guy. And I feel like I'm a new guy because everybody else has been here that's playing right now. So it's good to, he brings me along, and if I have questions, he answers them and just, goes with the flow. And the second part, I don't know, I kind of miss preseason. Then I'm like, I don't. It kind of saves your body a little bit. So it's like that glass half full type of thing where, you want to play somebody and want to hit somebody new while you're in training camp, but at the same time, you're like, oh, I mean, I get to save my body a little bit, So it's just one of those where it's just a weird year for 2020.
Go to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Ricky, just wondering with the unusualness of the year between, not having an OTAs and no preseason games and a short camp, and I know you missed a week or so because of an injury. Do you feel like you've been able to show the Chiefs the type of player you really are during this camp?
I think so. Just with the reps that I've been getting and just making them count. Balls coming my way, make the catch, make a guy miss. So I feel like every time I'm out there, I'm like, hey, you don't get many opportunities, so make this one count and just worry about the next. So it's been difficult, not coming in and having OTA to get a jump on the playbook and kind of playing catch up, but it is what it is, and just got to hit the ground running.
Looks like we got a couple more. Let's go Nate and then Todd. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Ricky, Taco just mentioned the idea of, trying to learn everything on Zoom and then obviously applying it here at camp. Now that you've been able to do that, what has this offense sort of showed you that gives you real excitement about actually applying it and showing it on the field since there are no preseason games?
We go fast. We are. When I tell you, when we first started off, it was a hard practice to me, and the guys were like, "Oh, like this ain't nothing," and I'm like, we probably ran like 150 plays, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like that's nothing." So I think just the speed of how we play and how we go, man, it's something that you can't really like tell someone, or like you just got to be here and see it, and just once we get out there playing, because I don't think you can game plan for it. As fast as we go and how many plays we do, just like it's incredible how they do things here, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Let's go to Todd Lebo to close us out. Go ahead, Todd.
Hey, Ricky, we talked to you way back when you got signed and the COVID stuff was just kind of getting in full swing. You guys have gone through an entire training camp now. How comfortable are you with all the protocols that are in place? and with what you've seen actions from your teammates while there and away, that football is going to happen, and maybe how has this kind of changed your life away from the practice facility? What have you been doing in your off time?
Just, staying low, really, just staying safe. Because, as we talk about as a team, you're just not hurting yourself, you're hurting everybody else. And a big thing here, everybody just follow protocol, wear your mask when you're supposed to, and just staying safe, washing your hands. And, I don't think we had any cases just in the facility. So that lets everybody just doing what they should be doing. And so, as far as outside of the club, just staying safe, whenever if I go somewhere, Walmart or some grab food, wear a mask, pick it up, head back home. So it's just the simple things that you have to do that you don't sometimes realize, but now that you have to, and once you do that, it's good.
Ricky, thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all.